I've worked the night shift at Dusty's Gas and Go for 3 years. It's the last station before 200 miles of nothing. Just cracked highway cutting through the Mojave. Most people stop here because they have to. Fill up, grab a coffee. Maybe use the bathroom that I promise is cleaner than it looks. You learn the rhythms of the desert at night. The coyotes start around 10. The wind picks up around midnight. The stars are so bright out here they feel aggressive, like the sky is staring back at you. Then there are the rules. Dusty, real name Leonard, but nobody calls him that, gave them to me my first night. Written on an index card, taped to the register. Rule 1. Don't go outside between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. unless a customer pulls in. Rule 2. If someone asks for directions to Sable Springs, tell them it doesn't exist. Don't look it up. Rule 3. The woman in the blue dress is not a customer. Do not acknowledge her. Rule 4. If the pumps turn on by themselves, shut them off from the register. Do not go outside to check. Rule 5. The radio in the back room will sometimes pick up a signal around 3 a.m. Do not listen to what it says. I thought Dusty was messing with me, hazing the new guy. I followed the rules anyway, because Dusty paid cash and didn't ask about my past, and that was worth more than my skepticism. The first month was uneventful. A few truckers, some road trippers, a guy who tried to pay for gas with a gold coin that turned out to be chocolate wrapped in foil. Then came the woman in the blue dress. It was a Wednesday, around 2:30 a.m. I was restocking the cigarette display when I caught movement outside. She was standing by pump 3, just standing there. Her dress was cornflower blue, knee-length, like something from the 1950s. Her hair was dark and pinned up. She wasn't doing anything, just standing. I remembered Rule 3. I went back to the cigarettes. This happened every couple of weeks. Sometimes she'd be at the pumps. Sometimes walking slowly across the parking lot. Once she was sitting in the phone booth that hasn't worked since 2019. Every time, I followed the rule. Don't acknowledge her. Then Marcus started his shifts. Marcus was 19, fresh out of high school, needed money for community college. Good kid. Too curious for his own good. I told him about the rules. Showed him the card. He laughed. That's some creepypasta stuff, man. Just follow them, I said. He lasted 2 weeks. It was the radio that got him. 3 a.m. on a Saturday, I was on break in my car when I heard it through the open back door. Not music. A voice. Low, rhythmic, speaking in a language I didn't recognize but which made my teeth ache. Then Marcus's voice. Dude, come listen to this. It's saying my name. I ran inside. Marcus was standing in the back room, head tilted toward the old Zenith radio that we only kept because Dusty said not to throw it away. The dial was lit green. The voice was there, threaded between static. I grabbed Marcus and pulled him away. He fought me. It knows things, he said. His eyes were glazed. It told me where my dad went. It told me. I unplugged the radio. Marcus blinked, shook his head like he was waking up. Don't listen to it, I said. That's Rule 5. He quit the next day. I don't blame him. The worst night was in August. Hot, 105 even at midnight. I was alone. At 2:15 a.m., the pumps kicked on. All 6 of them. I could hear them cycling from inside. That mechanical whir and click. Rule 4. Shut them off from the register. I hit the master shut-off switch. The pumps kept running. I hit it again. Nothing. The pumps ran for 45 minutes. When they finally stopped, I checked the readings. Each pump showed exactly 66.6 gallons dispensed. But there were no cars. No one outside. And our underground tank. Still full. Not a gallon missing. I called Dusty. He answered on the first ring, like he'd been waiting. You stayed inside? Yeah. Good. Don't check the pumps until sunrise. At sunrise, I walked out. Pump 3 had handprints on it. Small ones. Like a child's. But the prints were burned into the metal. Scorched. Dusty came in that afternoon and repainted the pump without saying a word. Last week, someone asked for directions to Sable Springs. A family, mom, dad, 2 kids in the back seat. The dad had a map spread across the hood. We're looking for Sable Springs. It should be about 30 miles east. Doesn't exist, I said. Rule 2. It's on our map. He pointed, and there it was. A dot labeled Sable Springs, sitting in what I knew to be empty desert. Old map, I said. Ghost town. Nothing there. They drove east anyway. I found their car the next morning. Pulled over on the shoulder, 12 miles out. Doors open. Engine still running. 4 sets of shoes lined up neatly on the road, smallest to largest. No footprints leading anywhere. Just the shoes. And beyond them, the desert, exactly as it always is. Silent. Patient. Waiting for the next person who doesn't follow the rules. I'm still at Dusty's. Still working nights. There's a new rule on the card now. Rule 6, in my handwriting. If a family asks about Sable Springs, don't just tell them it doesn't exist. Make them believe it. Because whatever's out there in the desert, it's getting better at making